Good morning, my darlings. How are you this morning? Oh my gosh, I just woke up and I don't know why. I wanted to look at breakfast ideas, and then I thought, oh, I wonder what Megan and Harry and Megan. What the, what is this? Oh my God, what is that? This doesn't make me want to eat. But yes, so I was just wondering what their typical breakfast might look like, over there in Montecito. Harry has, well, I think he's lost some weight, but he gained weight for a while there. So I think he was having a lot of like, I don't know, what do you have for breakfast over there, you guys? Snippy peanut butter. A lot of snippy peanut butter or something. But he's back to he seems like he's back to his old self now. I wonder what they eat. I think Megan, she seems like a very sort of, these yoga girls, what do they eat? They eat a lot of oatmeal and um what do they eat? I don't even know. Bowls of fruit for breakfast, like this. I had a nice picture on Flickr. Let me see if I can find it. This is my Flickr account from years ago when I was in America. America. Beautiful America. This is in New England. But I had some pictures whereby I made myself a fruit plate for breakfast and I saw it the other day and I was really like, wow, I used to eat like that. Where is it? Oh, look. So here you have my teacup. I was in the States the other day and I couldn't find my teacup and I was very, very upset because this was like my life of like, you know, daily cups of tea. I still have, tea and coffee and whatever daily, but um where's my fruit? Where's my fruit plate? Oh, here it is. Is that what they have for breakfast in Montecito? Well, that strawberry doesn't look so hot, does it? But I remember making this plate like it's yesterday, and this goes back a good 12 years, 13 years ago. I made that. I don't remember if it was for breakfast or not. But yeah. And this is my mother's garden. My mom is a gardener. She loves her garden. Mommy, I love you. I love my mother. Okay, so that's that. And this. Okay, so we're talking about Meghan and Harry. I'm going off into the past. Like stop. So what do they have for breakfast over there? Breakfast in Montecito. What do they have? So what's new with Meghan and Harry? So, well, as I said, they're having a beautiful breakfast in Montecito today. As they do every morning together as a family. Listen to me, as if I don't know a thing. They probably eat on the run and, buy a Dunkin' Donuts or something as they're driving from, between their assignments, picking up the kids, dropping off the kids, whatever. But in my mind, I imagine them having sit down breakfasts together as a family and, just coffee and orange juice and cereal and oatmeal and some fruit, balanced stuff, like a real breakfast, not like what I do over here with my, my coffees and my whatever I do. But yeah, so it's a slow news morning. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, and not much seems to have happened overnight. Harry has not un-RSVP'd. He's probably terrified to even think of doing that because the press blowback from that will last at least a good year, I think. I mean, they will send their children to college on that alone, that he RSVP'd. Well, I mean, it's been 5 years. It will be 5 years in a month, literally a month to the day. I think it's May 19th is their wedding anniversary. So their 5-year wedding anniversary is coming up, which is a whole other big thing, you know. I mean, that's a big milestone. And especially under these circumstances, I mean, that they lasted and that they seem to still look at each other with such tenderness and such love after 5 years of absolute, hell being thrown at them from every possible direction. I think they will have an epic fifth year anniversary celebration. And so I'm off tangent. So wait a minute. So what I'm talking about now is the Buckingham Palace balcony. So now they're making this a whole thing. Like, I don't think you understand how much this drives me crazy. I become like my face contorts with this kind of stuff. It really just contorts. My contorted face, for heaven's sakes, just stop everyone. But the whole thing is I don't think Harry would dare. I think it would just be too much emotionally for him to face the backlash if he like on an RSVP'd. But I would, like, I can't tell Harry what to do. Obviously, it's easy to say to somebody, "Oh, just do this or just do that," because you're not in the situation, And I don't want to be that person. You know what I mean? At the same time, I just feel like, look, RSVPing is as easy as un-RSVPing is as easy as RSVPing in the first place. I mean, look, things come up, okay? And the thing is, they're turning this whole coronation into whether Meghan and Harry showed up at the coronation, and they spin it and they make it into just horror and bile and just horror and horror and bile and bile. And my big thing is, you know, I mean, okay, I do have maybe a lower tolerance for certain types of things than Harry does. But like, I mean, in 2 seconds, I would on RSVP. I just on RSVP. And look, I wouldn't, I would step on glass to be respectful about it to my father. You know what I mean? But I would RSVP so quickly, your head would spin. And okay, maybe after I would climb under the bed for a little bit as the press unleashed on me. It's like, oh my God, what else can they possibly throw at me? Yeah, I mean, they're gonna throw a lot. They are going to throw a lot. But I mean, think about it. If Harry does RSVP, I mean, I think that would be the coronation. That would be the coronation right there. I mean, that would go down in history. That would be unforgettable. It would be epic. It would be sort of, like a movie. It's like a movie where Harry are on RSVPs. This is a film. It's a film. It's like a best-selling film. But that aside, I honestly feel that Meghan is getting the shaft in this situation. And him going and now, oh, come on the balcony all along. Oh, there's no question of going on the balcony because they're not senior royals. And even this publication was one of them. I mean, they all stress how they're not senior royals. And now look at the way they are sort of softly and seductively just saying it matter of fact. And this is the kind of stuff that contorts my face. My face becomes contorted. And I don't like my face contorted because, I'm not trying to hurry hence myself to wrinkles. Tu comprends ça ou quoi? Je ne veux pas, hein? Je ne veux pas, hein? So, for me, it becomes a really big problem when Harry doesn't on RSVP. It really becomes a big problem. It's like over breakfast this morning as he has his fried eggs sunny side up in Montecito. I want him to come to a conclusion that he's not going. Like, that's it. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to play your games. I'm not going to have you do this to my wife, right? I'm not going to have you make me feel this way. You don't have time to speak with me. You're not available. What the? WTF, 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 okay? My big thing is I'm not having it. I'm not having anybody treat me this way, treat my wife this way. And moreover, I want my father to come to visit me in Montecito to see the children. He can come with Camilla. We'll make up in private. We'll have lovely breakfasts together as a family. I'll show him the garden. It will be quiet. There'll be no press. There'll be no craziness. Okay? I mean, we'll take walks on the beach, etc., etc. However, I am not going to participate in this public spectacle. This is a spectacle where you're all getting your entertainment at my expense. How do somebody do this to themselves? Look, I would RSVP so fast their heads would spin.